So, on to the second game, this time against 990 Sebas. I'm on the opposite side this time. He's got a threatening team. He has the Quilladin, which is becoming a real problem in FU. It's such a bulky mon. He's also got the very dangerous Rampardos, but the danger is going to come from somewhere else in this battle, and you'll see at some point. So, let's get things underway and see what happened. He leaves with Monferno. I'm going to leave with Plusle, knowing I can outspeed. He is going to pack a fake out, get big damage on Plusle, but I can go for big damage with the Volt Switch, get a crit, but he goes down to Sash. Since he has fake out, I know he's physical. Going to Huntail, I don't fear anything from him. He's able to get up rocks and get some chip damage with the Mach Punch before I take him out with a Brine. So, early days, Monferno is down and things are good. In comes Floette. I don't want part of that action. Going to go into my Shroomraver as he goes for the Moonblast to do big damage. He's going to go for Protect, but I go for the Roost at this point, get my health back, and that's all fine and dandy. Go for the Defog on his subsequent Wish, and he's going to try and pass it. I'm going to U-turn to get that initiative. In comes the Rampardos. I have the perfect switch in Huntail. Rampardos doesn't want to hear any of that noise. He's going to switch on out, go into Floette as I go for the Super Fang, and I'm going to be able to follow it up with a subsequent Super Fang as he wishes, but there's nothing I can do about the Protect that is going to come from him now. Can't get my Brine off, and Floette is going to be able to get back to a good amount of health. I do drop the Toxic. If he has the Aromatherapy, he's going to be pressured. He goes for the Wish. I know he's going to pass it. He goes into Quilladin. I make the good switch into my Quilava, and now I have a free Flame Charge. In comes Rampardos, and now I see an opportunity to do what Quilava's meant to do. Go for the Endure as he goes for the big Rock Slide, takes me down to 1% to my Lychee Berry, and now I can smack him up with a reversal. Down goes Rampardos. Quilladin can take any hit, but I'm going to get a big chunk off with the Flame Charge before he takes me out with the Drain Punch, getting back that precious 1 HP. I do, however, have Rick Gastly to revenge with the powerful Sludge Wave. Down goes Quilladin, nothing doing, but here is where it all goes horribly wrong. Magmar comes in. I should have just attacked. I should have. But he has the Belly Drum. This is a problem. He has Citrus Berry, Berry Drum, Citrus Belly Berry Drum, Citrus Berry and Belly Drum, and I can't take him out with the Brave Bird. Unfortunately, Cadet Brave Bird, gonna go down, and Magmar is just gonna clean up from here. I thought I could take a Thunder Punch with Huntail, but it turns out I couldn't, and it turns out I also couldn't outspeed with Scarfed Gastly, essentially both at the same speed setting of 1.5 times. Magmar just outspeeds, go for the Flame Charge, take out the Plusle, and Gogoat is just going to get destroyed, demolished by a Flame Charge from the Magmar, and that is going to be good game to Sebas. The powerful Magmar with Belly Drum, which I just wasn't expecting. I actually thought it would be special, but it turns out to be physical Magmar, which is fine, you know. A good game there. Took his opportunity well to set up. I should have just stayed with Gastly, but that's what hindsight does, you know. You see the problems only after they've happened. But that was the second game. Let's move on and see if we can come back from this crushing defeat. Right, here we are with the third game of the session. I'm on the opposite side once again, up against Kakashi14. And he has a team with some very bulky things. You've got Articuno, Gigalith, Gogoat, and Politoed, all of whom are fairly bulky. Duosion could have that Eviolite, and Heatmore is an underrated threat. But I'm thinking he's going to lead off with that Politoed, so I'm going to go with my Gogoat. Let's see if we can get a win. He does indeed lead with the Politoed. I go with Gogoat. I can sub freely, but he does have the Articuno. I go for the sub, and here he shows me something very worrying. He has Freeze Dry, which means Conchangua is not a switch in. I go for the Leech Seed, which is great. Now I have to get out of there, go into Quilava, take that Freeze Dry like a man, even though it's a female, and get Leech Seed. The question remains, can I take a Hurricane after that? And the answer is a resounding no. Mohawk goes down once again without doing anything. Can go into Plusle, outspeed, go for the Volt Switch and not kill it. I should have just Thunderbolted. Now it means I have to sack off something else, and it is going to be Huntail. He goes for the Freeze Dry, doing big damage, and now he's going to take the opportunity to Roost so he can live the next iteration of Leech Seed. I do miss the Toxic, which is unfortunate, but it should be all okay. He can take me out here with the Freeze Dry, but it does mean I can come in and revenge once again with Plusle. Man, woman itself is a female Plusle. Go for the Volt Switch, take out the Articuno. Gonna go into Shroomraver, my go-to switch in. Here's the Politoed, and here, terrifyingly, he shows me Belly Drum Citrus Berry. and I've been burnt by that before, literally by the magma. I'm going to U-turn out, go into Plusle, and I can just take out that threat and nip it in the bud. So Plusle chalking up 2 kills, getting things back to parity. Here, I tempt in Arthur, the flamethrowering Heatmore, knowing I can take a hit with Go-Go and revenge it back with Earthquake, and if I don't take it out, you know who's coming in. That's right, it's Plusle once again, taking her 3rd KO of the match, and really keeping me in this game. Gonna go into Gastly, who can take on any one of these 3 at some point. Go for the Shadow Ball, get the Spadef drop, which is really nice, as Oracle goes for the rocks. I can go for the Shadow Ball, he goes for Rock Blast to take out my Gastly, but once again, guess who's coming in? That's right, it's Plusle. Gonna go for the Volt Switch, take out the Gigalith, and that's 4 KOs to Plusle out of 4. Brilliant stuff. Going into Shroomraver, who is at this point the more important member, go for the U-turn on Team Sad Blob, go into Plusle, hope to take a hit, get off big damage, and then get killed, and that's exactly what happens. Go for the Thunderbolt after living the Psychic, and then Plusle finally goes down, its Reign of Terror ass ends, but Cadet Bravebird can come in, go for its namesake move, take out the Duosion, which is fantastic, and now it's Go-Goat versus Shroomraver, and there's only going to be one winner here. Go for the Roost, and even when it's not resisted, Hornleech doing 19%. Bravebird is a 2-hit KO, desperately Go-Goat goes for that bulk up, but it's not going to be enough even with Lefty's recovery. The subsequent Bravebird is going to take out Go-Goat from that range. So, Shroomraver winning it for me in the end game, but really Plusle putting in all the work, taking out some big threats and being a very, very competent revenge killer. So, that was that battle. A great game against Kakashi, and nice to see Plusle finally showing her true colours, getting some fantastic KOs with that game.